Mr. Wokey Pants himself, Stephen King, is having a total tantrum today on Twitter because of the complete collapse of the box office for the Marvels in theaters. We're going to get into his hilarious reaction to everything that happened over the weekend with the total disaster that is the Marvels film. We have a lot that we need to get into today for the film, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Brie Larson's The Marvels bombs at the box office with the worst opening weekend in MCU history. And who's shocked? I know that I'm not. As we continue to see Marvel fall apart, as we continue to see them become more and more woke, this is the result that we can all expect, and it only gets worse and worse. Disney's The Marvels bombed all over planet Earth. This is the lowest global open in the 15-year history of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and that would be considered a disaster for any movie with a reported production and promotion budget of $200 million, much less the $300+ million this sucker likely cost. Do Trump voting, mouth-breathing sexist, and racist have so much influence that they were able to stop the entire planet from going to see the Marvels? That's just my way of asking, who will Disney and its sycophants in the entertainment industry or media blame this breathtaking historic box office bomb on? Well, it turns out that pretty much everyone is rejecting this film. I guess women aren't on board with the MCU. Survey shows women failed to turn out for the Marvels. But I thought it was just the men that are the problem here, or at least according to Stephen King, that is what is going on here. I don't go to MCU movies, don't care for them, but I find this barely masked gloating over the low box office for the Marvels very unpleasant. Why gloat over failure? These are movies that are not made for any other reason than to push a specific agenda, and people are calling them out for that because the people who make these movies hate us, Steven. Some of the rejection of the Marvels may be adolescent fanboy hate. You know, yuck, girls. That is Stephen King's unhinged response as to why The Marvels is a failure, because of adolescent fanboy hate. Maybe, just maybe, and this is a crazy idea, people can see the complete crap that the MCU has become, and they just don't want to go to theaters to see that type of nonsense anymore. Maybe they're just sick of the AI-generated feeling type of movies and scripts, and everything just feeling so soulless and empty. Maybe people are just tired of the complete MCU collapse that is happening right in front of our very eyes. And the responses that are happening to Stephen King over his really dumb takes have been absolutely hilarious. Or the Marvels movie just sucks because Disney focused on diversity instead of quality, just like the Biden administration. No, it's the terrible writing. We all loved Marvel when it was good. No one had an issue a few years back, and Marvel was one of the biggest franchises in the world. Bad writers equals bad movies. And did Stephen King forget that literally this year, one of the biggest movies of the year was Barbie, a Barbie film? But of course, he's not going to talk about that. He's not going to talk about the fact that everyone loved the first Wonder Woman movie, that movie did very, very well. He's not going to talk about that, is he? He's not going to bring up the other things that completely negate his ridiculous arguments. He's only going to continue to push the narrative that Hollywood wants him to push. Or maybe, just maybe, people are sick and tired of bad movies on a consistent basis from Marvel. Kind of like your books. Ouch. But let me know what you think about this in the comments below. What do you think about Stephen King's response to all of this, to the complete disaster of the MCU and the Marvels film? Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.